What's going on, America? This is Kevin from Kevin's Corner, and I've been watching a little bit of the news. President Trump at the G20 in Argentina. A lot going on, ladies and gentlemen. Looks like we are signing a trade deal with Mexico and with Canada. Bravo! Thank you, President Trump, for taking on a tall task like that, where in the past other presidents just said, you know what, have your way with us. No, that's not going to happen anymore. So President Trump got the ball rolling with this. Now all we got to do is get it passed through Congress. Hopefully they won't drag their feet. I think, personally, if this was the last, 20-something days before Congress switches over with the House, I think they can get this done and get it passed through Congress. Because you don't want to let this fall into the hands of the Democrats of some sort to just start obstructing, negotiating for their own selfish purposes so they can, we might sign it if you do X, Y, and Z, and all of that stuff. We don't want that. That's unnecessary stuff. All right. Now, in other news, President Trump decided not to meet with his best buddy, according to the left, Vladimir Putin. You got to be kidding me. So you're telling me then that Vladdy Putin done went through all of this to help Trump win the election, and then Trump got the nerve to respond and pay him back and show all this gratitude for him helping, him win the election by not meeting with him. I don't understand. So Putin is showing his butt over there, and President Trump said that's not going to happen. Now, you got to understand, Vladimir Putin, he likes being in the mix. He likes being respected. He likes trying to be an alpha male. Now, in his country, he's an alpha male. I was watching the engagement that President Trump had as he, interacted with all of the other diplomats and president leaders and so on and so forth. He is a true alpha male. And about time we got a president with some presence, some background, as much as they want to tell you that every other leader on the planet hates President Trump. It is amazing how they all flock to him. You should see him reaching across other people to shake his hand, following him around. The cameras are always on him when he's sitting down doing any type of talk or whatever. You could just see that everybody else kind of revolves around him. He's always in the center, and he just works the crowd very well. And yet they all hate him, according to, CNN, MSNBC, and all of them. All the other leaders hate him, and we're not respected. We're not respected. And Vladimir Putin knows that if he really wants to make an impact in the world and on the world platform and stage, he needs that meeting with President Trump. Now, let's see how that all plays out. But one of the things that is really going to hopefully come out of this whole meeting, and President Trump knows how to position himself and put the pressure indirectly on some of the people he's negotiating with, and that is on China. So now you see President Trump meeting with Mexico, Canada, signing a trade deal. Then he pushed up on India and on, I think it was Japan. Those three all got together. Hopefully China's watching this and saying, maybe they're starting to form trade alliances here that might box us out. We can't afford, because we're greedy and would like to take over, the whole world. We can't afford to get boxed out of good trade agreements and our whole middle class just crumbles. Because even though Prime Minister Xi has been determined to be, I guess, the supreme leader for all of his life, when people start starving, they don't care. No more praises. They ain't going, oh, yeah, we love you. They're going, food, please. Food goes in here. So hopefully he'll take these things in consideration and readjust his attitude a bit. Let's tweak it. Yeah. And then when him and President Trump sit down, maybe he'll come to the table a little more sensible instead of thinking that he's just going to continue to pimp America. So it all comes back to this, y'all. America first. That's it. We're not greedy. President Trump, to some people, I don't like his personality and attitude, but one thing you cannot deny is that he's a boss and that he refuses to back down from a challenge from bullies. If there's going to be some bullying done, it's going to be by him. Now, I kind of can understand that, because see, when you have to deal with people in the world, other leaders, you need a bully to bully the bullies. That's simple. You have to create a bigger monster than the monsters that you up against. It's that simple. I know this because when I was young, y'all, I was bullied. I was built low to the ground for traction. I didn't grow until I hit about 9th, 10th grade. That's right. I had some social flaws that people laughed at. I tried to get a Jerry curl and it didn't quite work out. My curl, it just wouldn't take. It wouldn't take. I went through that acne stage, and when the 2 front teeth grew in, they was too big. You know how when you still got a small head, but your 2 front teeth come in, they real big. I look like Bugs Bunny. And the kids in the 8th grade, they was mean. They was having their way with me. And then I hit about 9th, 10th grade. I start growing, hitting the weights. Do you think I was looking at the weak people to say, you want a shot at the title? No. I said, let me go find all the bullies who's bullying other people and tell them, why don't you pick on me, somebody your own size? Yeah, so oftentimes when you're facing bullies, you got to have a bigger bully to bully the bullies. That's what I'm saying. So that's what Trump is, in a way that is fair too. He's not out there just saying, you know what, I'm going to be a dominant person on the world stage, forget about everybody else's needs. All he is asking for is fair trade. That's all anybody's asking for is fair trade. And I don't see how anybody can contest that, whether you are foreign or domestic. But I'm sure the Democrats will have a problem somehow with it, even though they said, well, they try to downplay this. Well, I mean, it's not much different than, the other agreement that we had. Well, if that's the case, you should be applauding it then, okay? The differences that benefit us, you should be applauding it. So none of you should open your big fat gaps when it comes down to passing this. Now, you've been listening to Kevin and Kevin's Corner. Oh, by the way, need to pray for Alaska. I heard they got hit with like a 6 point something earthquake, which is huge. And they're still figuring out the details. So hopefully people are okay up there in Alaska. So God bless you. And I'm going to be following this G20 meeting over the weekend. It should be pretty good. All right, God bless. Don't forget, check out Extreme Tees. If you want to donate to Kevin and Kevin's Corner, there's links in the bottom to do that. The promo code for Extreme Tees is my name, Kevin. And hit like, hit share, subscribe, notification. Also, follow me on Facebook and Twitter. And if you want to donate to Kevin's Corner, there's a link in the bottom to do that as well. God bless.